seeds. And I'm just going to mention, I mentioned it the last couple of days, our seeds and nuts do have an enzyme inhibitor layer on them. It's a coating to keep them from getting moldy and to keep them fresh. And so if you ever garden, you know that when you first put your seeds in the ground, it takes a couple of days for it to germinate. And the water that you're putting on the seeds when you first put them in the ground, or if you soak them before, is actually to remove that enzyme inhibitor, which will allow the seeds to grow. And if you can, and you have the time, take your sunflower seeds and all of your seeds, soak them, and then I guess I'll call it reconstitute, rehydrate them, or re-dehydrate them by either putting them in the dehydrator if you have a dehydrator, or you can lay them out on a baking tray with a towel or something and let them air dry. I've done both. It takes me about 12 hours, depending on what I'm putting in the dehydrator. And I put it on 112 to 115 and no higher. If I'm air drying them, for me here I'm in Toronto, Canada, it took me about 5 days to really get the nuts dry. So it does take a bit of time. Be patient. And then that way you have the enzyme inhibitor off. I think sometimes you can buy seeds and nuts that are sprouted, and that means that they've done that process to take off the enzyme inhibitors on them. I also have some pumpkin seeds here I'm going to add in, and sesame seeds. Now with the sesame seeds, I think that would be pretty tough. That, and what's the other one? Chia seeds. Although they do have enzyme inhibitors, I think they're pretty hard to go through that soaking process because they're so small. And sesame seeds actually are an amazing source of calcium. So you're getting some calcium in there. And then I have some spices that I'll add in. Now you can add in something like dried thyme, dried rosemary. And what I do is my hack is I actually will use like a poultry seasoning that has those things in it. So I put about a teaspoon of poultry seasoning. And then I've got garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of salt. I'm going to add those all in, make sure I've got them all there. It's stuck to the bottom. I don't want to miss out on my garlic powder. All right. Get my garlic